Hey guys, what's up? My name's Ronan Vico, and this video I'm going to teach you something that you absolutely need to know when dealing with SharePoint document library. And at the end of this video, that will be quickly, you will know for sure. A lot of companies, I would say the most of them, when they are organizing their files, they create like folder with meaning. So let's say here I have the customer folder in this document library called customer file library. So inside this customer folder, I will have the customer A, customer B, customer C folder, and inside of the customer B folder, I will have the subfolder 2025 or 2026, and inside of the year, I will have the subfolder about the months and the files about this customer, about this client, about someone, something, right? One issue that we have here, the main issue is the organization of the files. The second issue that we have here is if I ask to you to see in a list all of 2026 files, even if the file is not from the same customer, right? So I want all the files, even if it's not of the same customer, from all the customer that is from 2026. It's hard to do that in this layout right here, the default layout, right? So this is other issue when I need to get information about files and understand those files, right? So and the last issue here is that when we have a lot of subfolders, we're going to have a limitation if we keep going on with subfolders. So we have like a limitation of URL length, right? So in sometime you will have this issue coming on, okay? So what is the right path when building document libraries? What you should do? You should have what we call metadata, or how I call properties or columns, right? So what I recommend you and you should do is to have properties instead of subfolders, and I will tell you why. Let's say that instead subfolders in this document library, we have metadata. The first one will be the customer, okay? The second one will be the date or the year. I can use date because it's easier to filter, but I can have like year, that is a number, okay? And I can insert like the number between 2000 and 2500. So I can like have rules here for my properties about the customer, the year, the month, and everything that I need, okay? But I can have a date column here. It's easier to filter, but I want to explain you that you can have like customer, year, and like a description, like who is the owner of this file in my project or something like that, who is the responsible for this customer, I don't know, okay? Having this metadata right here, customer, year, and month, we do not need these folders and subfolders, because at my customer library, if I insert like this file right here, and I know that this file that I'm going to insert right here, okay, so I'm going to get from my desktop, from the customer B to 2026 March, I'm going to drag and drop this file tree right here, and I'm going to add it, saying that this customer can be on list, right? Instead of having an free text box here, free text column, I can have like a list of customers that's useful for us, right? So let's change here, edit, and instead of a single line of text, I can have a choice: customer A, customer B, customer C, okay? Save. So this file is from the customer C, the year is 2026. The month, I can also have a list, right? But let's insert here the month as a number, so the month 2. And I can have like multiple files from multiple customers, right? But let me insert other file here from the customer C now from 2026 March. So I will have like this file right here from customer B, 2026, the same month. So I can have like multiple files in this library without needing to use subfolders. So let's insert one more so I can be clear about it. I'm going to insert a new one. Now I'm going to get from January here, file 1 from customer A, 2026, month 1. Okay, Rona, but it is not organized as you said before. That's true. This is a view, so I'm not having a view organized, but I can change that with some clicks. So I will have all the data about those files, and I can group by, for example, I can create a new view here, okay, with gallery or even a calendar where I can see those files. Okay, so I can add like a calendar. That's why I said about the column, because we're going to use just create and modify, because I just have these data columns, but I can create other date columns here. And I can like add a view using the gallery view, create. I can insert filters here, right? So here's a view. So I can click here to just see PDF files, and I can save this view to see just PDF files on this gallery view. So save view. So every time I click here, I will just see the PDF views. I can insert more filters here. So just PDF files from customer A, let's say. I can save again this view as that. So let's click here, customer A, and I can save this view again. So save a view as gallery view, customer A, PDF files. So I can create views about those files, you know? So I can like have all the files from 2026 pretty easy. I can go here and add a new view. Oops, let me go back here. I can go here in all documents again, the default view, and create a new view. So I can create a new view, add view here, files from 2026. I can create, I can select, for example, the PDF file. I just want to see PDF files, and I can insert the filter year, right? So just 2026, you know? I can add other filters here, like the year. I can also filter directly at the column and I can go here, filter by 2026, apply, and again, save view. So what I'm saying here is, instead of creating subfolder, if we have the metadata from each file, we can save views the way we want. But not just that, you can also group by in the default view. It's easier to see. So if you do not want to create views, you can just go here and group by customer. So I can group by customer, and I will have a view like that, easier to see. Pretty cool, right? Okay, Rona, it's just about organization. It's just about having this file more organized. No, we are on the decade of AI, right? We are dealing with a lot of AI recently, right? So having this metadata, having properties, having more information about each one of these files will help when you connect those files to an AI. So you will not just have a more SharePoint library organized. You will also have more information for your AI agents. So this is a big tip for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something new here. And if you like it, please comment down below the word strawberry with your feedback, so I will know that you watched the video completed. Hit the thumbs up, share this video and the channel with your colleagues so we can grow up this channel. Check all the links at the description. I have a coupon code for the best Power Platform courses. It's the first link at the description. And thank you so much for watching. I see you in another video, in another class, and please consider to subscribe.